The engineer himself here working. The future engineer himself, my hero. Wow.
My name is Chamdan Jenji Richard. I'm a designer in the architectural domain. I'm a young, upcoming architect. Right now, I'm studying in a higher institute, an International Institute of Science, Engineering and Technology found in Yaoundé called INESAT. Presently, I'm level 1 student studying civil engineering, and my dream is to become an international architect. During my youth age, when my father registered me in the technical school found in Northwest, precisely in Bali, during the long-term holidays, I always come and studied my practical field. And as time went on, I discovered that I discovered so many things about structure, and I found out that architecture is a part of civil engineering. So I did my research about what it's all about architecture, and I found out so many things about it. And during my studies in school, I always loved drawing civil engineering structures as well. So I decided to do my research with regards to that, and my teacher always impressed me by telling me that I have a good talent in designing civil engineering structures. So after my research, I found out so many things about architecture. So at the age of 16, I started developing my skills in architecture. So I developed my skills and I was designing buildings on my own, but I never had the right mentor or the right person to direct my skills to. So when I arrived, when I was 18, I met an engineer who taught me the architectural softwares, which whenever I design my softwares, whenever I design my designs, I use the CAD softwares to create those designs into reality. So what really motivated me as well was because in the site, when I was working in the site, after my practicals at the site, I had to work with other contractors. And during that time, they were not kind of treating me well. I was working so much such that I could save some money and probably help my parents to buy some school needs in school. So they were not treating me well. I was working like a slave. I was working without any income. So I decided to think otherwise, think of something to do without necessarily going to the site to go and waste time there doing nothing without earning something in return. So I had to do something out of going to the site to build. After my research online, I found out so much about architecture, and I decided to tell myself that I can do something related to architecture. Before going into architectural department, because right now I'm still pursuing my education to become an architect. Before going into that domain of designing field, I found a problem. I found a problem in the site that clients and contractors as well as architects always face, whereby during the interpretation of a plan to the client, the architect didn't probably understand what is all about the project. Probably if you present a 2D plan to a client, the client won't read that plan as well as another person. So that problem really caused a chaos because I've seen it as an issue. So that's the issue or the problem I wanted to solve in the architectural field and the civil engineering domain. So I decided now to go extra miles in design. Whenever I design my structures, I do something that will trigger a client's mind to what his structure will look like. So I decided to design cardboard, architectural cardboard. So by so doing, the client can understand how his building or his structure can look or will look like in the nearest future. So the problem I always face when doing my designs, well, before doing a design, you need to get some coordinates. You need to go to the field where the project is going to be realized. So by getting those coordinates, sometimes it's not kind of easy because you need to travel a far distance to go and get those coordinates. Someone might call you, a client might urgently call you. He has 2,000 meters square that he wants you to design a structure. And when you probably tell him that, no, I cannot do a structure without visiting your site, it's kind of, no, that's not professional. So those are some necessary things that some clients need to really adopt in the field. So as well as when I'm doing my designs, choosing a particular material for some designs are not really easy or are not perfect at some point, because before you do a design, you need to know how the environment, the surrounding of that area looks like, so as to choose the right materials that will suit that environment, the beauty of that environment. So choosing those materials somehow is tremendous and it's tiring, and you need a lot of time and patience to do that. And sometimes too, when I'm working on my laptop, realizing some of my designs, suddenly they'll just cut light and I'll have to restart again, and it's so tiring and stressful. And sometimes the client might call you and say he wants the design to be done in probably 2 days, and he probably pays well. So you need to do the job in less time. So you need to spend a lot of time doing that design. So it's really tiring at some point, but we managed to go through it. Architectural domain in Cameroon is somehow not, how can I say it, it's not recognized, because during my research I've not heard or seen something about architectural domains or company in Cameroon. So what I think about the architectural domain in Cameroon is that everybody finds it so easy to get into architecture without really knowing what is architecture. Everybody wants to just say that, no, I like this design, I want to learn the CAD softwares so as to design a building. There's more to architecture than designing. You need to know you need to solve math, you need to know physics, you need to know science, you need to know all those things. You need to probably undergo a training so as to know the right coordinates to use in your building. If you go probably to a site anywhere around the corner and you ask probably the architect of this building, ask for his license, he will not have the license. So the architectural domain in Cameroon needs to be enforced, so much so that each and every architect that is designing a building should be recognized and legalized in the Cameroon School of Architecture. With regards to my future plans, as I'm currently realizing some of those future plans of mine, whereby I am helping youth of my age in the architectural field who would love to study architectural softwares. Yes, those were my future plans, which is currently being executed. And in the future as well, I would like to further my studies, go abroad to further my studies in the architectural domain, so as to know more about architecture, so I'll be the design buildings that will be the tallest building in the world, you know. So, and even be more than the top architectures in the world. So in the next 5 years from now, I pray that God will answer my prayers, and by so doing, I'll come back to my beloved country and develop it to be a better place to be. My name is Chamdan Jenji Richard. I'm a designer in the architectural domain, and I would like to tell you something, that you should keep watching Dash Sport and Entertainment. Thank you.